Happy Friday everyone. This is day 5 of the refugee ration challenge, where of course I've just been eating refugee rations as a way of raising money and awareness of the refugee crisis. I'm really hungry but feeling really positive, primarily because we've managed to raise £586 so far, which is nearly double the £300 target I set myself. Thank you so much. This video is a poetry video that I mentioned a couple of weeks ago. And it was written in response to an article that I read way back in February before lockdown, and it was an article in the National Geographic about the refugee crisis, and I couldn't get it out of my head. It really hit home for me, and I ended up writing this poem in response to it. If you like poetry, then enjoy. If you don't like poetry, maybe give it a go. It's only 2 minutes of your time. And if you want to donate, then the fundraiser page link is in the description below, as well as the lyrics, I guess, to this poem. Tomorrow will be another poetry video and the last one, don't worry, and then on Sunday I'll be cooking something with my refugee rations. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. She stalks her prey with poise and purpose, her intention survival, its consequence suffering. Her sandy fur coat distorts and undulates as powerful muscle ripples beneath sandy skin. She pauses, a single paw suspended inches above the earth, eyes fixed on her target. She pounces. He faithfully follows his father. Buffalo brothers, sisters and mothers flank him on all sides. This feeling of safety is an illusion, shattered in an instant as his family starts to flee and panic fills the air. The thundering of 1,000 hooves make an appropriate accompaniment to the rumble of the lion's belly. Blood pumps through both bodies, electrifying every cell of her body, paralyzing each of his. She leaps through the air and her jaws clamp shut around the calf's neck. His last feeling is of surprise at the sound his windpipe makes as she makes short work of his bloody throat. His vision begins to blur into oblivion as his family continue to flee, and with that final sickening crunch, he is spared the harrowing sight of his family already beginning to slow down and continuing to graze on the grass. Normality resumes. Have you ever seen a scene like this? Perhaps sat safely behind a screen? Maybe you've been lucky enough to see it in the flesh, heard the sound of hooves, the squeal of the calf, the smell of death. Have you ever thought, why do they run? A quick calculation tells you that the buffalo outnumber the lion 100 to 1. How could they stand by and let this happen to their own kin, and even eat the grass watered by the blood of their child? Perhaps you saw this as proof of the beast's inferiority. Such callous stupidity is evidence enough of your intellectual and emotional superiority. Pleased and satisfied, you change the channel, and now your living room is filled with the cries of human children, the pleas of desperate parents, outnumbered, overcome. The lion has to feed, and so she can be forgiven for the murder of the buffalo child. The buffalo father is but a beast driven by instinct, and so he also can be forgiven. A quick calculation tells you that the horrors you see behind the TV are vastly outnumbered by the good deeds of humanity, and if only we rallied like a herd of buffalo, we could surely bring down that lion. But a quick calculation tells you that the lion is 300 miles away, beyond your influence, and so you too are forgiven.